Okay, now depreciation. Depreciation is the decrease in value of a physical property due to the passage of time. Depreciation of a property is an example of capitalization. Types of depreciation, meron physical depreciation is a type of depreciation caused by the lessening of the physical ability of the property to produce results such as physical damage, wear, and tear. So yan yung example. Physical damage, wear, and tear. Functional depreciation is a type of depreciation caused by the lessening in the demand for which the property is designed to render, such as obsolescence and inadequacy. So, luma na. Okay, so slides yun natin. Nalimut. So, methods of computing depreciation. So, marami to. So, una natin yung straight line method. Straight line method is a method of computing depreciation in which the depreciation has the same value each year. Ito yung common na annual depreciation D is equal to FC minus SB over N. FC is the first cost, SB is the salvage value. So, book N is the number of years. Life. Yung life niya. Book value for M years, V is equal to FC minus M times FC minus SB over N. Depreciation D is the annual rate for reducing the value of a property using depreciation method, which is equal to the annual depreciation divided by the first cost. Example number 15. A structure costs 12,000 pesos now. It is estimated to have a life of 5 years with a salvage value at the end of life of 1,000 pesos. Determine the book value after 3 years using SLM or straight line method. Solution, the first cost FC is 12,000 pesos, SB is 1,000 pesos. So D is equal to FC minus SB over N is equal to 12,000 minus 1,000 over 5 is equal to 2,200. In 3 years, so check the book value formula. Book value is equal to 12,000 minus 3 times 2,200 or 5,400. Ito yung after 3 years, ito na yung sa naka-record mong value ng equipment. So that is letter A. Example number 16. The initial cost of a paint sand mill, including its installation, is 800,000 pesos. The BIR approved life of this machine is 10 years for depreciation. The estimated salvage value of the mill is 50,000 pesos and the cost of dismantling is estimated to be 5,000 pesos. Using state line method, what is the annual depreciation charge? Solution. So depreciation charge, ito yung every year, is FC minus SB over N. Ito yung formula. So first cost, i-add mo yung installation cost plus the dismantling. So 800,000 plus 15,000 minus the salvage value. Ito yung nakastos mo. Okay? So divide by 10 is 76,500. So letter C. Next method of computing depreciation, review lang to, kaya konti lang example. Check na lang sa ibang reviewer, mga example to. So niremind lang kayo na mayroong ganito. So number 2 is the sinking fund method. Sinking fund method is a method of computing depreciation in which the initial depreciation is low. Mababa. Annual depreciation, D is equal to FC minus SB over FA, I% minus N is equal to FC minus SB over 1 plus I exponent N minus 1 over I. Huwag niyong kakalimutan itong symbols. Ito yung equivalent niyan. Where I is the interest rate or worth of money. Pag meron ng ganyan. Book value for M years is B is equal to FC minus D times 1 plus I exponent N minus 1 over I. Okay? Check nyo. Kasi M years, pwedeng M to. M yan, M. Okay, okay, M to. Kasi total na yung sa entry years. Pause muna tayo. So this now M. M. Okay. So example number 17. A consortium of international telecommunication companies contracted for the purchase of installation of fiber optic cable linking Manila City and Cebu City at a total cost of 960 million. This amount includes freight and installation charges estimated at 10% of the above total contract price. If the cable shall be depreciated over a period of 15 years with zero salvage value in money worth 6% per annum, what is the annual depreciation charge? So it is the first cost is 960 million. So salvage value is zero. Walang given. So first 10% is the period. And so formula is FC minus SB over FA, I% N. This is 10% yung I. Okay. So meron na tayong 960 million minus 0 over, and formula ito is 1.0615 minus 1 over 0.06 is 41.2 M. Okay. Masanay kayong gumamit ng ito yung equivalent formula niya. Ilagay nyo to tapos yung equivalent formula, then substitute para hindi kayo nalilito. Kasi sa mga reference, ito is table tabulated. Kung mas kaso, hindi mo naman kailangan bitbitin pa yung table o values niya. Okay. The answer is 41.2, letter B. Next method is sum of the year's digit, SOYD methods. SOYD is a method of computing depreciation in which the digits from one year to year end are added and the depreciation in a certain year decreases by a constant amount each year. So, yan. So, T is equal to sum of the year's digit is N times N plus 1 over 2. Okay, yan ang number of total nung 1 to N years. 1 to 3 years ngayon. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. 6, di ba? So, tama. Kasi yung N mo dito is 3. This is 3 plus 1 is 4 times 3 is 12 divided by 2, 6. Okay? So, first year, D1 is equal to N over T times FC minus SB. D2 is nag-rumble. N minus 1 over T FC minus SB. Then, third year is N minus 2 over T FC minus SB. Then, the rest is DK is equal to N minus K plus 1 over T FC minus SB. So, etc. So, the book value for M years is VV is equal to FC minus D1 plus D2 plus DT plus and so on to DM. Kung ano yung latest niya. Yan. So, example number 18. The corporation purchased a machine for 1 million. Freight and installation charges amounted to 3% of the purchase price. If the machine shall be depreciated over a period of 8 years with a salvage value of 12%, determine the depreciation charge during the fifth year using the sum of the year's digit method. During the fifth year. So solution, SYD or sum of the years method or SOYD is 8 over 2, 8 years siya. Yan. 8 over 2 times 1 plus 8 is 36. This 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. So the first cost is 1 million times the freight, yung allowance additional for the freight and installation which is 3% or multiply mo siya ng 1.03 is 1,030,000. Salvage value is 12%. So 0.12 times 1,030,000 is 123,600. Kasama na sa cost kasi yon. Yung 1 million is yung equipment lang. So D5 is equal to FC minus SB times N minus 4 over T. Wala dito, di ba? 5. N minus 5 plus 1 is N minus 4. Yan. So, D5 is equal to 1,030,000 minus 123,600 times 8 minus 4 over 36 is 100,711.11. So, this is letter D. Yeah. Next is example number 19. An asset is purchased for 9,000 pesos. Its estimated economic life is 10 years, after which it will be sold for 400 pesos. Find the depreciation in the first 3 years using some of the years digit depreciation method. Okay? First 3 years, so i-add mo yung D1, D2, D3. So, T, sum of the years digit is 10 over 2 times 1 plus 10 is 55. Dito hindi ko nalalagay yung formula kasi review lang to. Okay? Pag sa mga problem solving sa klase, so ilalagay nyo kompleto, step by step. So D1 is equal to 10 over 55 times 9,000 minus 400 is 1,563.63 pesos. D2 is equal to 9 over 55 times 9,000 minus 400 is 1,407.27. D2 is equal to 8 over 55 times 9,000 minus 400 is equal to 1,250.91. So napansin nyo dito, first year, una yung 10, 9. Sa baba yung total na, di ba? 10, 9, 8. So, yan ang ibig sabihin ng sum of the years method. Technique. So, first year, siyempre yung mauna, ilagay mo yung on 10 years. Pababa. Baliktad siya. Okay. So, yun ang equation na to. Yan. N. N minus 1. N minus 2. So, total mo yon is D1 plus D2 plus D3 is 4,221.81. So, this is letter A. Okay? Kasi sa board exam, wala kang, ang iskas mo is yung gilid lang ng papel, lapis pa. Kaya allowed, yung mga example natin is, siyempre, yung shortcuts. Yung possible shortcut. Sa mga sa preparation, isusubmit nyo, kailangan siyempre yung kompletong step-by-step procedure ng solution. So next is declining balance method, also called diminishing balance method, Matheson method, yan, Matheson method, constant percentage or constant ratio method. So the salvage value is equal to FC times 1 minus R exponent n. Yan. Asan yung diminishing dyan? Yung minus. So D sub K is equal to, balikan natin yan. So is equal to, tama, DK is equal to R times FC times 1 minus R exponent K minus 1. So first year is R times FC. Yun ang unang depreciation mo. Yung ratio niya is yung R. D2 is equal to R times FC times 1 minus R. So nag-ratio ulit siya. Okay, at second year, nag-depreciate siya. Yan, 1 minus R. Tapos times R. Kasi nagbawas siya. Okay, tapos multiply mo ulit yun ng constant ratio. So D3 is equal to R times FC times 1 minus R squared. So the book value for M years is BE. B is equal to FC times 1 minus R exponent M. Okay. This is called declining balance. So maraming tawag, Matheson method. So a certain type of machine loses 10% of its value each year. The machine cost 2,000 originally. What is the percentage? What is the total depreciation after 4 years? So walang binanggit dito na kung anong kung straight line na ano. Sa ano pa lang, sa problem makita mo, machine loses 10% of its value each year. So dito na, ito na yung depreciation niya. So FC is equal to 10, 12,000. R is equal to 0.1. M is equal 4. Yan. So, ang N mo dito is simple yung... So, wala. Yan. So, total depreciation is FC is equal to FC minus FC times 1 minus R exponent M. Okay? So, total depreciation is 2,000 minus 2,000 times 1 minus 0.1 exponent 4 is equal to 687.8. So, ito na yung backbook value mo. So, yung balance doon is yung depreciation. Yan. Okay, huwag mo kagamit ng straight line method kasi hindi mo magamit dito. Next, methods of computing depreciation. Okay, ito pa. Next, double declining balance method. Double declining balance method is a method of computing depreciation in which the depreciation in which the depreciation of salvage value and the book value never stop decreasing. Double declining is dependent on accumulated depreciation. So the formula SB is equal to FC times 1 minus 2 over L exponent L. So napalitan lang yung K, yung R ng 2 over L. So D over K is equal to 2 over L times FC times 1 minus 2 over L exponent K minus 1. So D1, siyempre 2 over L times FC. D2 is equal to 2 over L times FC times 1 minus 2 over L. And D3 is 2 over L times FC times 1 minus 2 over L squared. So the book value for M years is BB minus FC times 1 minus 2 over L exponent M. So example number 21. A property is purchased at 1 million and is expected to last 10 years with salvage value of 100,000 pesos. What is its book value at the end of 5 years of service using the double declining balance method of depreciation? Solution. Word problem. VB is equal to FC times 1 minus 2 over exponent M. So FC is equal to 1 million. L is equal to 10. For salvage value at the end of 10 years, BB is 10 is equal to 1 million times 1 minus 2 over 10. Exponent 10 is 107,374.18, which is approximately as 100,000. So double check nyo kasi parang may sagot na titong salvage value. Paano na? So double check nyo. So 100,000. So nilagyan nyo ng value lang. Pero approximation. This is the actual. So book value at the end of 5 years, BB5 is equal to 1 million times 1 minus 2 over 10 exponent 5 is 327,680. So letter A. Next is the service output or production units output. Service output method is a method of computing depreciation in which the depreciation is calculated based on the total production produced per year. So depreciation per unit is this equal to FC minus SB over number of units capacity. Yeah. Working hours or machine hours method naman is the depreciation per hour. This equal to FC minus SB over number of hours capacity. Yan yung mga depreciation. So example number 22. The property is installed at a total cost of 200,000 pesos with zero salvage value after 10 years. It produces 200 units every year of service. What is the book value after 2 years of service using the service output method? So this FC minus SB over the number of units capacity is 200,000 minus 0 over 200 times 10. 200 per year times 10 years. Yeah. So that is 100 pesos per unit ang depreciation. So V is FC minus ND is equal to 200,000. Sa 2 years, nakaproduce ng 2 times 200. So times 100, ang balance mo is 160,000. So this is the depreciation. C. A book value. Next, deflation. So hindi ito part ng method. So another topic. Deflation is the decrease in value of a property due to the gradual extraction of its content, such as mining properties, oil wells, timberlands, and other consumable resources. Two methods of deflation. Merong cost deflation. It's based on the level of activity or usage, not time, as in depreciation. It may be applied to most type of natural resources. The cost deflation factor per year, T, is the ratio of the first cost of the resource to the estimated number of units recoverable. So PT is equal to first cost over resource capacity. Yung available pa. The annual depletion charge is PT, P sub T yan, P sub T, times the year's usage or volume. So the total cost depletion cannot exceed the first cost of the resource. If the capacity of the property is estimated some year in the future, a new depletion cost uh, new cost depletion factor is determined based upon the undepleted amount and the new capacity estimate. Okay. Next is the percentage depletion. Is a special consideration given for natural resources. A constant percentage of the resource gross income may be depleted each year provided it doesn't exceed 50% of the company's taxable income. For oil and gas property, the limit is 100% of taxable income. The annual depletion amount is calculated as percentage depletion amount is the percentage times the gross income from property. Using percentage depletion, total depletion charges may exceed first cost with no limitation. So example number 23, a property is composed of 20 units and each unit costs 100 pesos. If there are 5 units sold during a year, what is the depletion charge during the year? So depletion charge is 5 times 100 lang. So 500 pesos. Gross income from property, yung nabenta. Yan yung usage, volume. Tanong dito is depletion charge. Yan, 5 plus 100. Ito yung charge mo. Eh, yun lang ang taxable. So yan. Yun kasi ang taxable. 5 times 1,000. Ah, 100. So, Petron, example number 24. Petron Philippines, a multinational company, has a total gross income for a particular year of 550 million pesos. The taxable income after taking all deduction except for depletion is 18,500. What is the allowable depletion allowance or depletion charge for that particular year? Take the percentage gross income for oil as 22%. So percentage depletion is D1 is 0.5 times 18,500 or 9,250. Okay, later. Dito is 2.22 times 500,000. 50 million is 11 million. Since D1 is less than D2, so ito yung depletion charge mo is allowable depletion allowance or depletion charge is 9,250, 9,250,000. Okay, back tayo. So ito yung percentage depletion is 50, may be depleted each year provided that it does not exceed 50% of the company's total exam. A constant. So it does not exceed the gross income. It does not exceed 50% of the company's taxable income. Taxable income is 18.5. So 50% yan is 9,250, 9,250, 9,250,000. So hindi pwede mag-exceed yan. Dito pa. Tapos, taking percentage of gross income for oil is 22%. So 22 times yan is 11 million. So nagsobra. So D1 is less than 2. So dapat ito 9,250,000. Ito A. Ito yung depletion allowance mo, depletion charge. Ito lang ang ano, hindi siya dapat magsobra. Kahit pa nag ano, does not exceed 50% of the company's taxable income. Okay? Binanggit yung taxable. So next, ito yung mga ano na sa engineering economy. Sanay kayo doon sa mga annuity, interest, compound interest. So, ito na yung mga later part. Okay, capital recovery, factors of annual cost. Galing naman to sa mga reviewer. Using sinking fund method, capital recovery is annual depreciation plus interest on capital. So, annual depreciation, siyempre, FC minus SB over 1 plus I exponent and minus 1 over I. Okay, meron tong factor. F over A, I percent, N. Factor niya. So, interest on capitals I times FC. Sa mga choosing alternative, di ba, merong investment rate, yun, i-multiply mo dito sa first cost. Using straight line method, capital recovery is equal to annual average depreciation plus average interest. So annual depreciation is FC minus SB over N. So interest on capital is I over 2 times N plus 1 over N times FC minus SB plus I times SB. Okay. Next is the capital cost. Capitalized cost is the sum of the first cost and the present worth of all cost of replacement, operation, and maintenance for a long time. So lahat yun ipoproject mo as first cost. So method of computing capitalized cost for perpetual life. Capitalized cost is the first cost FC plus OM over I. For life end, capitalized cost is equal to FC plus OM over I plus FC minus SB over 1 plus I exponent N minus 1. Okay. For perpetual life, so N is infinity. Okay. So where OM is the annual operation and maintenance cost. Next, the break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is a method of determining the income to equal the expense or the cost of two alternatives are equal. Break-even point is the value of a certain variable for which the cost of two alternatives are equal. Tingnan nyo yung figure. Income is equal to expenses. It is P, X equal to MX, LX plus BX plus FC, where X is the number of units produced, sold, and sold. P is the selling price. M is the material cost. L is the labor cost per unit. B is the variable cost per unit. FC is the first cost. So the formula is P times X plus M times X plus L times X plus B times X plus FC. Solve for X. That is the break-even point. Example number 25. So the annual maintenance cost of a machine shop is 69,994 pesos. If the cost of making a purging is 56 pesos per unit and its selling price is 135 pesos per purge units. Find the number of units to be purged to break even. So to break even, so 135 times X is equal to 56X plus 69,994. So the maintenance cost plus the operation cost then is equal to the selling price times the number of units. X is equal to 886 units, letter A. Sample number 26. In a small factory with a capacity of 700,000 units per year with a 62% efficiency, the annual income is 430,000 pesos and a fixed cost of 190,000 pesos and variable cost of 0.348 pesos per unit. What is the break-even point? Oops, nalagay ko pa. MB Board, April 19, 2002. Solution. Actual production is 700,000 times 0.62 is 434,000 unit. Kasi 62% efficiency. Yung capacity, tapos mo ng 62%, yun ang actual. Selling price per unit is 430,000 over pesos, diba? Divided by 434,000 is 0.991. So, yan yung unit. Next now is the number of unit. The break-even income is equal to expenses. So, that is 0.991 times X, yung income mo sa na-produce na units, plus 190,000 yung fixed cost, plus 0.348 type per unit. Ito yung variable cost, yung operation, etc. So, X is equal to 295,490 units. Letter C. Ayan. Bond. Bond value. Bond is equal to FR times P over A I% and check nyo lang yung definition ng band sa mga books. Kasi dati meron dito to. Kasi tinanggal ko na kasi mahaba yung topic para may explanation. Check nyo na lang. Ngayon, natanggal. Pag inulit ko, natagal na naman. Where P is equal to value of band and periods by formality. F is equal to phase or power value of the band. FR is the periodic dividend. N is equal number of periods. R is the redeemable value, usually equal to phase or par value. I is the investment rate. So example number 27. A 1,000 pesos, 6% bond pays dividend semi-annually and will redeem at 110% on June 21, 2004. It is bought in June 21, 2001 to yield 4% interest. Find the bond value or bond price. FR is equal to 1,000 times 0.06 over 2 is 30. R is equal to 1.1 times 1,000 is 1,100. Then the bond price, P, ay yung percent, di ba? Kasi FR times P over A, tas I% N plus R times P over F, I% N. So I is equal to 0.04 over 2 semi-annually. Or N is equal to 2 times 3 is equal to 6 semi-annually yan. Times 2 mo yung years. So the bond price is, nagaling yung 30. Ito, 30 times 1.02 exponent 6 minus 1 over 0.02 over 1.02 exponent 6 plus 1,100 times 1.02 exponent negative 6 is 1,144.81. Present value ang band. Letter C. Next, 1,000 bond based on the peso bond which will mature in 10 years and with a bond rate of 8% payable annually is to be redeemed at par at the end of this period. If it is sold at 1,030, determine the yield at this price. Yung interest at this price. So P is equal to FR times P over A, I% N plus R times P over F, ano yun? I% N. F is equal to 1,000. Yan yung band. Pag-redeem mo yon, yung price na yon. R is equal to 0.08 and is 10. So band interest rate is F over R times 1,000 times 0.08 is 80. P is equal to 1,030 yung percent. R is equal to F is 1,000. So next is, ano yung interest niya? So magkaiba yung, dito, magkaiba na yung band rate. Minsan kasi equal. So ito, magkaiba. So solve for yan. 1,030 is equal to 80 times 1 plus I exponent 10 minus 1 over I times 1 plus I exponent 10 plus 1,000 times 1 plus I exponent negative 10. So solve by trial and error. Ingatan nyo pag si-shift solve nyo. So I is equal to 0.07657 is 7.57%. Okay? Mag-umpisa ka sa 8 kasi equal yan. Normally equal yan. Next, basic investment studies. So meron tayong rate of return. Usually stated in percent per year and is an effective annual interest rate. So rate of return is equal to the net profit divided by the total investment. Lahat ng nagastos. Payout period is the length of time the investment can be recovered. Yan. Payout is equal to total investment minus salvage value divided by the net annual cash flow. So example number 29. A motorcycle costs 50,000 pesos, has an expected life of 10 years. The salvage value is estimated to be 2,000 pesos and annual operation costs are estimated at 1,000 pesos. What is the appropriate rate of return on the investment if the annual revenue is 10,000 pesos? Let I is the rate of return or interest rate. So meron tayo annual depreciation, FC minus SB over 1 plus I exponent n minus 1 over I. Substitute values, 50,000 minus 2,000 over 1 plus I exponent n minus 1 over I. So annual depreciation is 48,000 I over 1 plus I exponent 10 minus 1. ROR is the net profit over capital. So this is the this is also equal to I. It's equal to 10,000 minus 1 million minus 48,000 I over 1 plus exponent 10 minus 1. Ito na yung net profit. First cost, annual revenue minus yung mga expenses mo per year. Annual. Okay, that is divided by 50,000 investment. So, by trial and error, makuha mo dyan is 13%. So, letter C. Sample number 30. A ski resort installed 2 new ski lifts at a cost of 2 million pesos. The resort expects annual gross revenue to increase 600,000 while it incurs an annual expense of 75,000 for lift operation and maintenance. What is the payback period? Payback period is simply 2 million divided by 600,000 minus 75,000 or 3.8 years. Okay? Now, benefit to cost ratio in public project. Benefit to cost ratio is commonly used in public project evaluation where present worth of all benefits is divided by the present worth of all costs. Yun lang. Benefits yan yung mga income. Operation and maintenance yung mga expenses. So, divide mo yon. Benefit divided by cost. Where FC is the first cost, SB is the service value, at the end of life, N is the useful life, OM is the annual operation and maintenance cost, I is the interest rate or worth of money, B is the annual benefit, that is the annual worth of benefit incurred because of the existence of the project. C, annual equivalent of the cost. C is equal to FC times AP I percent N minus SB times AF I percent N. So benefit to cost ratio is B minus OM over C. BC should be greater than 1 for the project to be justifiable. Yeah. So example number 1. A large sewer system will cost 8,750 annually pesos. There will be favorable consequences to the general public of 25 million annually and adverse consequences to a small segment of public of 2,500,000 annually. What is the benefit cost ratio? Yan, consequences, adverse. So yan yung cost. Okay. Yung negative. So, B is the annual benefit, 25 million. OM, annual operation maintenance cost, mga adverse consequences ng 2,500,000. C is the annual cost, 8,000, 8,750,000. So, benefit over cost is B minus OM over C is 25 million minus 2,500 divided by 8,750,000 is 2.57. So, letter A. Next. Wait, check natin. Okay. Next is the economic order quantity. So, sinama ko to kasi nakita ko sa reviewer sa board exam. Economic order quantity, EOQ, is the order quantity which minimizes the inventory cost per unit time. An assumption of the basic EOQ with no shortages. There is no upper bound on the quantity ordered. EOQ is equal to the square root of 2AK over S, where A is the constant depletion rate items per unit time. K is the fixed cost per order, pesos. S is the inventory storage cost, pesos per item per unit time. Principles of accounting. So, terms used in financial statement. The current ratio, tinatanong to. An index of short-term paying ability. So, current ratio is the current asset divided by the current liability. Asset-based ratio, also known as quick ratio and defined as measure of short-term paying ability. Asset-based ratio is the quick asset divided by current liabilities. Receivable turnover measures the speed of collection of accounts receivable. Receivable to turnover is the net sales and credit divided by average receivable. So, help accounting. Gross margin, gross profit as percentage of sale. Gross margin is equal to gross profit divided by the net sale. Profit margin ratio, percentage of sales, that is net income, is equal to net income before tax divided by net sales. Return on investment ratio, percent return on the investment, is equal to net income divided by the owner's equity. So example number 2. So the balance sheet of Oriental Services is as follows. So asset and liabilities, andyan siya. So asset, ang cash, 10,000 pesos. Receivable, 12,000 pesos. Inventory, 7,000. Capital equipment, 20,000 pesos. Liabilities, andyan yung payable, 17,000. Notes due, 6,000 pesos. Long-term debt is 3,000. Owner's equity, 23,000. So asset ratio is equal to cash plus account receivable divided by total liabilities. So this is 10,000 plus 12,000 divided by 17,000 plus 6,000 plus 3,000. Is equal to 0.846. Yeah? So hindi kasama yung honest liability dito. Kasama lang yung liabilities. Itong tatlo. Ito naman, sa table siya pero hindi siya kasama. Next. If the authorized capital stock of a corporation is 2 million pesos, how must be how much must be paid up capital? Okay? From the Corporation Code of the Philippines, Section 13, subscribed capital, na bold to, sa board exam to. Subscribed capital is equal to authorized capital stock divided by 4. So the subscribed capital is 2 million divided by 4 is 500,000. The paid up capital is equal to subscribed capital divided by 4. So 500,000 divided by 4 is 125,000. Okay? Sa board exam yan. Hanapin nyo lang kung anong year. Example number 34. A factory is running at 80% efficiency with a fixed cost of 78,000, variable cost per unit of 130 pesos, selling price per unit of 416 pesos, and production capacity of 5,000. What is the current profit of the factory if all products manufactured are sold? So the income is 55,000 times 0.8 efficiency times 416. Yan yung income at selling is 1,664,000 pesos. Expenses, siyempre yung variable cost, 130 times 5,000 times 0.8 plus 78,000 is 598,000. As profit is plus 78,000. Yan. Is equal to 1,664,000 minus 598,000 is 1,066. 1,666,000 pesos. So, letter B. Okay? Yung 50,000 is capacity lang yan. Kung yung na-produce mo, ito. So, dyan, andyan yung, baka sabihin nyo, dapat dito sa expenses kasama, 5,000 walang 0.8. Capacity lang yan. Hindi man yan so actual na na-produce. Okay? So, this is now the end of engineering economy. So, review lang to. Meron rin kayong mga books.